Sure. I think it's a good check and balance also, right? Like, suddenly your emotions suddenly, took over your disciplines. And if that coach or the other party that's supposed to be, their role is supposed to be check and balance, so at least you have another, your partner that's highlighting that, you are debating from the training plan. Yeah.
Yes, and it's very important. I think that is whereby I put myself in the position of a trader before, and I noticed that sometimes you really need someone to just knock on your head in a way, all right, not physically, but in that point, and you just use the word check and balance to tell you that you are not deviating. It's very normal because we do have we have family lives, maybe we have friends issues and stuff like that. Sometimes you just bring this emotion on the table while you trade, and that is where you may go off course. So a little bit of help will be fine.
Yes, agree. Now there's this third point, because in trading we can either manual trade, or of course there's a lot of robots or systems that we use. What's your take in which one can enable us to be more consistent? I think that's why people didn't really go into manual trading too much, because their emotions and all that came about, so they thought using robot. But I was looking at the market lately, like even robot, you cannot 100% let it run. You can say that there's no emotions, from the robot, but based on the current market trend, I'm not too sure. I don't see that robots are consistently performing well.
Well, I'm not going to rough any feathers here, but my point is this: a robot is still programmed by a human being. So whatever the programmer or the trader decided to put into the market is a reflection of how they read the market. So there is also a reason why some traders tells me that they will monitor the performance of the robot, and then after that periodically do some adjustment to it. Now, like I say, I've seen enough robot in my life, and I also have been watching the robot field in a way. I just will be out in front here. I don't really think that pure robot will be able to make it, because the market is a dynamic market. Well, example like what Jim Rogers say, this market is not 3-dimension, it's 4-dimension. So if that is the case itself, right, there will be a lot of time that you put this and take out something else. Then you put back this again, something else was taken. So if all these things keep on moving in this manner, I mean, the robot won't be able to understand what to do, because robots programmed with 1 + 1 = 2. So it's going to be difficult to give you 3 - 1, things like that. So all these things tells me that, if I were to say this, manual trader still, in my opinion, is still the better one. But again, if you put yourself in the point whereby your strategy you are trying to fix a strategy whereby it suits your time, your liking, and something that you can understand. Because I have seen some traders, they actually plug and play. They see this particular technique is pretty good, they plug it in, but they don't know what's happening to them. So when the market goes a little bit volatile for their account, right, they get lost. Yes. So I think that a lot of back testing, a lot of self understanding of the system here, and definitely consistency and discipline to the risk management plays a huge part. As a matter of fact, I will say this upfront on video, is that most traders that are very successful in trading, they tell me, Kel, whatever you can tell me about, the most important is still risk management. Because once you take care of that risk side, the reward is really, that is really the exponential factor here. So that is whereby I kind of feel that this is very important. Of course, it's not easy, but it can be done.
So this $1 million question is about risk management,
Okay.
but yet not most people feared, because I must say that they didn't put stop loss. I mean, by putting stop loss, would that be equate to a proper risk management really? Because sometimes it's also, okay, where is the perfect point that you don't put stop loss, or you keep thinking that it's going to reverse back to my favored direction, and it's going to hit my profit. So what's your take of seeing so many traders?
If I answer this question, you must pay me for that. You must pay me for that.
No,
I won't give this as a free, but for Zelda, I'll just share with you a little bit. Now, normally people put stop loss is that they enter the market first, then they look at the potential stop loss plays, and then after that they put it. I tell you, this is the sure downhill methodology. Because number one, you only put in a buy or sell order. Let's say you put a buy order, make it simple, make a buy order. And then the question is, when you put a buy order, what's the quantity that you have put this in? If your quantity is big, okay, then you didn't notice that if you take this big quantity and then go to the stop loss that you just decided out of nowhere, and then you notice that, oh my god, if the market hit this point, my losses can be 5 to 10% of the account, which a lot of people, they don't think of that, because in their mind is that they can't lose, because they think that I'm going to win. But the question is, okay, you can think that you can win, but if the market decides to go down first, then you have a problem. Alright, so for what I do in my training is that I tell them, look, take your account, divide it by some pieces, let's say 20 pieces, 30 pieces, okay? So that gives you a percentage of the account. So let's say a $10,000 account, you divide it by 100 pieces, that's about $100, right? Then what you need to do is that your entry price to your stop loss price, that is called the range. You take this range divided by the 100, so $100 divided by range, you get the size. Now that is the size that you can only trade. So if you do that itself, right, you will not lose more than the $100, or aka the 1%. That is how I coach my people. Now, of course, you may say that the return will be fantastic. Take a look. Now, if the market can go up by the similar size, the range, right, that's 1%. So you do it like 10 times over 10 days, that is 10%. You get what you want. You don't need to take the extra risk. And of course, if the market do somehow hit the stop loss, you still got 99% to recover that 1%. If you were to use 10% and lose 10%, you need more than that, because you left 90% to make the 10%. It's not the same thing anymore. You need to make at least 12.5% or more to actually go back to the 100% mark. So that is whereby this is something is pure mathematics. So we spend a lot of time working on the math side. Now, of course, again, you need to grill the traders to better understand the importance of risk management. Once your risk is taken care, the reward will be taken care by itself. This is a very famous quote from Kelvin Han. It's always about holding, it's about risk management, and of course, you just need to be consistent.
I think it's building the muscles every day as we trade. Now we must always have that in mind, right? So that as we build the muscles, that we don't fall astray with that. But the means is like prior to the trades or for that day's trade or so forth, we need to apply your mathematics.
Yeah, of course, that is the thing. To me, as well, I believe there's no luck in this trading. Everything is maths and science. We put a lot of emphasis on this, right? Is the science part is that you need to be buying when the whole world is selling, and we look for a very good opportunity to buy low to sell high. That's the science of it. But the maths of it is the risk, because even though you're buying low, it can go lower. So you need to do your risk assessment. So once you have this science and maths together, then the last one will be the clicking part. Now I want to share a little bit here. A lot of traders, even though they don't, it's good time to buy, but because of fear factor, they don't dare. But once you get to, as what you use the word beautifully, is muscle memory. But once you get used to it, it's going to be second nature, and then that is where the success comes in.
Right. Wow, really. But it sounds like you have this training program that really to groom the lead traders. That, which is my next question. I'm going to ask: how should then followers, look at who they should mirror? Because we may not know the lead traders unless we know that probably from your academy. Then it should
usually
be
the lead traders, they don't show their names. Because they usually stay anonymous, not because they're scared of you, but it's more like they need to lower down their pressure point. In fact, I tell my traders this: you don't need the whole world to know who you are. As long as you're making money, the world knows you for your persona or your whatever you're using, your nickname. That's good enough. Because think about this: if you are going to be that trader and a lot of people copying you, following you, then if things doesn't go that right, there's a lot of pressure, and that's whereby I also see a lot of traders crumbling down on that. So to me, is that if you're looking, your question is, how do the follower look for? You just have to look through how the trader trades. Look at the history, look at the risk, and also if you can do a bit more for yourself, look at the trade he or she enter with the charts and see where he's buying. From there itself, right, you will notice that this trader is the bottom picker or top seller, or this guy is a follow-through trading. You can see from there. Now, if this person is a very consistent trader, his methodology should be able to replicate on a regular basis. But if this guy is like everywhere, in our follow-through, jumping in, then I will tell you that probably that will not be the best lead trader. So
So what you shared, Kel, is very much that means the follower traders, the follower trader cannot be totally ignorant about trading, or maybe they have to look at some patterns of this lead trader to choose, and not looking at just how much profit this person make. We don't go and choose the, like we like to go and choose who has the highest ranking profits.
I think it's just the same thing like you want to do a business. Imagine you have some money right now and you want to replicate a business. I'm pretty sure you won't go to the person and ask how much you make per month and take it from face value. I think you need to sit down there, really observe the business, see the number of crowd going in, see how much they've been purchasing, like a business. Then from there you observe for days and days to understand, this is good, let's try it. With a smaller amount. And if a smaller amount does give you the type of return that you expected, then you can increase it slowly. And that should be the right way. Yeah. It's not like, of course, do you need to be like really, scrutinize everything? I don't think so. You just have to follow what you see, do some planning, and then start small. And once the result is there, then you make your next consideration to increase your stake or just leave it. I think that's the best thing.
I see. So that means that we don't just go and aim for the highest, profit or the top few percentage. Well, top few percentage most likely they will rank based on their percentage of their profit.
Exactly. You always will need to go through it. Some traders I know they may not be the top ranking. Was probably some traders make 20%, 50%.
Yeah.
But if the risk they use is incredible, or a stroke of luck, we call it as one cycle trader, then it's going to kill you as a follower. So that's why I say look at it thoroughly, spend some time to observe the trading, and then understand the risk management. Some traders, because of risk management, they do trade small quantity. But look carefully at the TP and the SL. You will notice that the TP is pretty far away, and if they achieve it, and the stop loss can be very, very near, and they don't get triggered. I think that's a key point. As long as you can really take time to understand the trader, I think you have a fair chance. Yeah.
And I thought common one is like they look at drawdown.
Yes, of course. But drawdown, I will use to say, is a good way to gauge the trader risk tolerance, and also a good way to see how reckless this trader can be. Yeah. But you cannot, because of one drawdown and then after that you forsake the entire trader's good part. Because I just tell you it's upfront. Traders are still human beings. They do make mistakes periodically. So, but as long as that mistake is repairable and the trader does show that he or she can recover it, I think you give and take, right? Not every day the business will be fantastic. Right? Some days there should be a couple of days it just doesn't go out well, but it doesn't mean that the business is bad.
So that means like the follow trader, you also have to do your own homework.
Definitely.
Like do your research and monitor and not jump into it just by hearsay that wow, that fella has the highest profit. That's mirror. Yeah. Correct. So it seems like although social trade, to have a win-win situation, we have to see whether we're taking it as a profession or we're, just trying to see who to mirror. Because who to mirror cannot be just a lazy way of just go and choose whoever has the highest profit, in a sense, because it may not be sustainable.
That's
our
right.
capital.
Definitely. Do the homework, guys. Like that buying property, I'm pretty sure of you guys buy properties. You don't go out and find the cheapest property or the most expensive property. You will go there, touch, feel, do your homework, ask around, do your research. I think the same thing here. This is your money. Be what they call responsible for your own money. Take some time. Alright. Don't just look at the high ROIs. Sometimes they can be pretty scary.
So which one? I would say that social trading. So which one is a better choice? If let's say that we are not cut out to be, the lead trader, so should we then just be a follower trader?
Why not? It's just like a fund of funds, right? Some funds can't perform that well, so they just basically copy the other funds doing well. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of funds in the world copy Warren Buffett.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So as long as Warren Buffett buy whatever, you just copy him and he makes money. So if he makes money for his clientele and you copy him, then you're going to make money for your own clientele. Why not? So if you're not really cut out to be a trader or the lead trader, then just copy. You never know. You can turn this as a business too, right? Think about this. There's so much expansion you can go if you just look at it deeper and wider.
Yeah, actually, it can be creatively. We can be the lead trader and also we can mirror other lead traders also?
Why not? Why not? This is the beautiful the
way to
thing of
diversify,
yeah, social trading. That's how it is. Social.
Yes. Yes. That's great. So earlier I think I did trying to inquire. So you actually have this training program that actually groom lead traders to.
Yes, we do. In TWB Traders Academy, we are actually doing that right now. We've been in the market for the last 6 years, and we have slowly find our own niche. And this year, 2023, we are now focusing very strongly on developing our own traders up to become lead traders. That's the reason why I have been sharing with Zelda that this is the direction for us. After many years of molding, getting ready, it takes time. So now I think we are all or less ready. I think we are good to go for 2023 and beyond.
That's good. Because hearing from you, we trying to also assess whether you're sound enough to guide the lead traders also. Because I think like we've been discussing this social trading, yes, is not just to groom retail traders where they trade their own capital, but it's really transcending to really becoming a business trader, and your whole persona and perspective, everything will be evolved.
Exactly.
To become a business trader. So
yes.
This will be an interesting course, because it's like whatever they see, the risk management and the perspective, the mathematics they should be applying. It's not just for their own. Never mind lah, risking my own capital. Kind of mentality. Correct. That's cool. Just one last question, because it seems like there are more and more, ladies coming up. Trying to, whether you call it sidekick also, or like into trading potentially. Although primarily previously, it's like it's only for the men, for trading lah, right?
Yes.
But more and more women are more empowered, right? So. I'm not sure, would you have seen some characteristic of differences?
You can ask all my students. I have 700 plus students, and I've been saying this, advocating this for the longest of time. If you give me two traders with the same characteristic itself, and they're very interest in trading is all there, and please say they're exactly the same clone, but it's a lady and a guy, and I can choose only one, I will definitely choose a lady. Yes, okay. Why is that so? It is nothing about anything else, but lady usually they have this mentality to follow rules better than the guys. Which means that if I lay out them rules to let them follow, the ladies will usually be the one who will say, okay, fine, I'll follow this. While the guys get a little bit more adventurous. And usually that is a bit of a problem for me in my own academy. So incredibly, the last intake of traders, I have basically more ladies that perform or outperform the guys. And this is very clear that the ladies really can do better in the consistent when the environment is needed to be consistent. So I'm not getting you guys. I think that guys can try it out. But you ask me that particular question itself, ladies, you have a better chance in this business.
Wow, cool.
Yes.
But they always label ladies as more emotional. I don't know whether would that affect trading.
Well, that is whereby if you tell a lady what to do, they will follow. And if once they follow, there will be no emotion. But if I left you alone with no guidance, and then you're like, you know what, just trade whatever you like, I tell you that emotional will crack anybody else. Yes. That's what's different. The environment that TWB gives is that it's basically telling you have a system for you, this is the SOP for you, this is how you should be trading. As long as you follow, you should be fine.
Cool.
Yeah, that is what we're doing.
Right. Okay. So ladies, you
join us.
know what to do?
Yeah, join us.
Okay, you can. And we have a community of followers and of course lead traders lah. So we'll probably have to learn from you on the.
No, we just learn from one another. Let's try it out. This is the new era, new business for 2023.
I think we have to learn from the market. As the market evolves, right? I think our trading skills and our perspective in looking into trading would probably have to evolve also.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good. Hope you guys learn quite a fair bit of tips on this new 2023, and I think the market hasn't going to be very nice.
It won't be easy for this year.
It won't be easy. Okay.
It won't be easy. It's going to be challenging, right?
Going to be challenging, but is that an opportunity for traders?
Well, now traders, we really love swings like this, but again, it can also cause incredible damage to your trading account. So once again, guys, stay consistent, know what you're doing, and stick focused with whatever your target is. Your business is about 10%, and do social trading, and that's about it. Don't need to think something to make account to $1 million and stuff. You know what will happen usually next. Yeah.
Okay. Set your target and stick to your this target itself and be disciplined to it, right? So, but if you need a coach or the correct community, for you to transcend to a business trader, who to look up for. Okay, Ken. Thank you so much for
Have a
sharing.
great day,
Thank
guys.
you, Kel.
Bye bye.
Yeah,
Take care. Thank you, Zelda, for having me.